Yo, welcome back. It's your boy Dominic Davis here. We got another episode, on my YouTube channel. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Please like, comment, and subscribe. This is a free forum. If you agree or disagree, with anything that I'm saying, or you just, you want to have an expanded conversation, you can follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. Reach out to me. I will respond. I'm a real person, so. Um, yeah, with that being said, let's get started. On the last episode, I kind of led the way into talking about men and, finding their purpose. And so I know a lot of men are struggling with that. So I wanted to, give you a little background and share with you, some things about me, in some, figuring out my journey, for myself. So anybody that knows me knows that my bread and butter, at least in school, was math and science. So you know, obviously, I majored in my undergrad in human physiology. I actually want to be a physician, right? I want to be a sports medicine doctor. Um, and then I went and got my master's degree because I really didn't necessarily know when I wanted to go into medical school or what I wanted to do at the time with medical school. So I majored in biostatistics. So I got a master's degree from Liberty University, in biostat. So with that, I lived in California. I lived in Texas, but I worked in California as an epidemiologist, well, an intern epidemiologist. So they just do disease surveillance for the state. Then I realized that, quite frankly, even though I was good at it, they just don't make that much money, right? And this is years and years ago. This is when I first got out of grad school. So, I had to do some soul searching myself. And I remember sitting in my apartment in California, and I'm sitting in this apartment at the time. This is in like 2013, right? I'm sitting in there in 400 square feet in the Bay Area of California. Shout out to the Bay Area. But y'all y'all rent high as hell. So I'm sitting 400 square feet, paying $2,200 a month to stay in this apartment. And I remember just waking up, and I don't know if y'all ever feel like this. I just remember waking up, and I'm sitting on the edge of my bed, and I'm like, yo, this can't be it. This ain't it. And it might feel like that to you guys, where you're waking up and you're like, this ain't it, and I had, when I first got there, it was like, all right, you kind of going through the motions, all that. And then I remember just feeling like that. And I was like, I gotta figure out something that gets me energized. I also was a basketball player since age 5. I've been playing the sport. I still play to this day to stay in shape. It's fun to get out there with guys that know how to play and be competitive. That obviously stopped when I got to college. So, um, but I knew that was my purpose at the time. But then this next stage in my life, when I'm trying to figure out what to do in my early 20s, it just didn't feel right. I'm really good at this thing, but I'm not passionate about it. And nothing will make you not passionate about something than not receiving a reward for it, or not receiving any monetary value from it, because we all got to make a living, right? And so I figured out, I was like, all right, what can I do, and what am I good at that I'm passionate about that I can make a dollar doing? So I hit up a couple of my friends. They all worked in corporate America, and I took my math skills and I became a marketing analyst. So I was the person that's basically telling the chief executive officers and the financial officers how to make, well, one, how to save money, how to reduce any waste, and how to make the company as profitable as possible, through analytics and different analysis and things. And then once I did that, I worked for a couple consulting firms, and then I had my boss at the time come up to me and was like, "Hey, you like your job?" And when he asked me that, I'm like, "What you mean? You mean, do I like my job? Like, you trying to fire me or something?" And no, he was like, "No, no, no. You would." He said, "I think you got the skill sets to be a product manager." And at the time, I didn't know what product management was. It was a new field. But basically, product managers are the leaders that companies hire. They give them a team of engineers, I mean, Tesla's got a ton of product managers. Apple's got a ton of product managers, but they give them a team of engineers, architects, UX designers, and you basically build technology. So you're on the hook for building technology for that company. So um, that's what started my career. I started, that's really what, kind of catapulted me into at least finding my purpose within work that can make me, some money, and then spiral into a bunch of other things. Um, but yeah, so now, fast forward now, I'm a product manager consultant, and Fortune 500s, hire me to build technology for them on their behalf. And then, from that, I'm able to start my own business, my financial planning business. I got mentorship programs to where I help other young men and men do the same things. But let me take you back to the struggle. When I was trying to transition into finding what that next thing was outside of that job that I was doing in California, I remember hitting up, shout out to my boy Travis Patterson. He's in Austin, Texas. That's my dog. I hit him up and I was like, hey man, you still got that offer out to come stay with you because I'm about to quit my job because I got to quit my job. And that's what people are afraid to do. You're afraid to stop doing something for the sake of security to go find that next thing that's going to bring you not only all the security, but your passion as well. So I quit my job because I knew there is no way I can find another job while being on the hook with working for them full time. There's just no way. There's not enough hours in the day. And I need to be in the state that I'm actually applying to. So shout out to Travis. I slept in his living room for like 4 months, like on an air mattress, right? I'm sleeping on an air mattress, just grinding, just grinding. I application after application after application. I'm just putting in application after application, getting denied, getting denied, getting denied, getting denied. Right. And then I'm watching my savings account, everything that I saved for. Now I might have at the time only had like, this is way back in the day. I might only have like $7,500, like, just to live off of. So I'm just, living off it. And I remember getting down to my last $600. And I mean, in my account, I'm like, there's only have $600 to my name. And I'm like, and so right then I had a company come and reach out to me and offer me an interview. I went in for the interview. I mean, I've been through 1,000 of these, so I really wasn't putting too much into it. And I remember the VP giving me the analytics consultant position as I was walking out the door. And I was like, I couldn't believe, I thought I hit the lottery, right? And then my salary was more money at the time than I've ever made in my life. So I took that. But I had to go through that struggle to even get to, fast forward product management and, where I'm at today. And I remember it was hard. It wasn't easy. It was hard. It was hard, but man, it made it all worth it once I did that, you know. And I know a lot of people right now, especially men, are struggling with, finding their purpose or, whatever that is. Um, and so often tell people how important it is for a man to find his purpose and do some soul searching, because it's almost like, I'll give you this analogy. It's like if if we're all animals, and you have dogs, you have lions, you have wolves, you got amphibians, you have fish, right? And if you don't, if you're a dog trying to be a fish, or you're a fish trying to be a dog, um, the outcome can be deadly, and that's really what happens to us men. It's like when we don't find our purpose, the outcome is that your life spirals out of control. It just goes on spin cycle, some people say you just be in the blender, you just on spin cycle, right? So it's very, very, very important for people to find for men to find their purpose, but it's not easy, you know. So I'm gonna let you in on a secret. This is how it's not gonna be rocket science, but this is how you find your purpose. At least this is my definition. You want to find the intersection. If you draw yourself a graph, you want to find the intersection at which your passion crosses your proficiency. So how meaningful is this thing to you? How does it make you feel? And how good are you at it? That's it. Because you can't be passionate about something and not good at something, because you won't make any money doing it, which they say money doesn't buy happiness. It doesn't, but it makes things a hell of a lot easier. And I guarantee you're not happy sleeping out of your car, right? So you got to make money. But it's your passion and proficiency. And then you can't really good at something that you're not passionate about, because I don't care how much money you're going to make, you're going to burn out, you're going to stop doing it. So you have to really sit down and have a conversation with yourself and find that intersection. And then what you do is you got to be relentless at being better than you are at that thing. The better you are, the greater the reward, the more money you make, the more reward you make. So that's just a way that you can actually, figure out what your passion is. Really sit there and figure that out. And then you'll find your purpose. And there's purposes within your career, and then there's purposes, in your personal life. I shared with you in the last episode that I'm a father. That's my purpose. But I'm also a business consultant. That's my career purpose. That's what I do. I'm a mentor. That's what I do. I help people build businesses. I build products. I work and contract myself for Fortune 500s. That's my career purpose. So um, you got to really figure out what that passion and that proficiency crossroad is, and then you'll be able to figure out your purpose. But want to leave you guys with that. Drop your comments, like, subscribe, obviously. Let me know what you think, and let me know what you're struggling with, as far as finding your purpose. What's the hardest part? I might be able to help you. All right. I'll see y'all next time. I'm out.